Alright, so we pulled out one engine. We're going to put this one in because it's easier to get races, I guess. People don't want to deal with something that's too much unknown, but it's a Gen 4. It does not have the variable cam timing. That's why it's a single bolt. But it does have the displacement on demand. I've already loosened these bolts, or they're loose when I got them. This is just a random 5.3 I got for 400 bucks. Supposedly has 40,000 miles on it. We'll see how it looks. We gotta tear it apart a little bit, but this is mainly for those new guys or whatever. My car's gonna be carb swapped. It's got cathedral ports on it. So we just gotta take this stuff off here. You don't need it. I mean, might as well get rid of it. And this is gonna be a cheap way of getting it running. Let's say you bought an engine like so, and you want it swapped in and running before you know, your wife gets home or your kid gets off of school and things kind of slow down. I've got another cover there that helps with the delete for the displacement on demand. Like I said, we're going to go about this cheap. It's going to be a lot of used parts. Like I said, if you just want to get this thing running before anybody noticed your shit was blown up, I guess that's how we're going to do it. So we're just going to dump this shit in there. Dump that in there. Looks pretty clean. Maybe it had 40,000 miles on it. Maybe it didn't. Who fucking knows? But like I said, I'm going to get this taken care of. Here's my other engine that we pulled out. It's already tore down. Oh, this is all like cheapy setup too. We're talking plywood in the grass, cherry picker, you know, just keeping it simple. Like I said, you don't need like $1 million or whatever put into your engines. Let's get this covered here. I'm not very good at this recording and doing things, so bear with me here. We're actually going to use the studs, these studs, because the Gen 4, aluminum or iron, it's both the same. It'll work. And these are Transdat motor adapter plates. They're the standard, I guess, or stock placement for a small block Chevy, and they come with these little motor mounts, but they're piles of crap. They work, but they're junky. So I think the steel plate was probably 45 bucks. I could have them made if somebody needed one for like, I don't know, 10 bucks shipped, just to help you out, I guess. Like I said, it's just a Gen 4 aluminum block. I know a lot of people like to, what's going on here? All right. I know a lot of people like to use those LS fancy lift plates, but if you take off your valley cover, this valley cover here, whether it be that one or this style or whatever, you can actually use the regular carb adapter plate. I mean, if you got one or whatever for doing other swaps, you'll be fine. But yeah, just kind of center it up, you know, just about where it is, you know, second hole from the front, and then use that one and that one. That way to ease everything. But yeah, so that's what we're going to go through today. We're going to put that engine in this car. If you've got a second gen Camaro, early second gen Camaro, like I've got the, I don't know about the 80s model, but I've got a 71. It's got that back window. Just, I don't know, it might be different for other cars, you know, made in the, you know, late 70s, early 80s. Bear with me for a second, I got to put you down. it's already T56 swapped. Like I said, I've had other motors in this car. I run truck accessories. Now, a lot of you guys are wondering about your motor mounts. That's the motor mount I use. It is factory for a 71 Camaro. If you've got that style motor mount, you can use the basic plates. Like I said, these are Transdap. You can even go with the ICT billet. I've used those before. They look nicer, they work really well, and they're adjustable from the ICT billet people. I know those guys are real good to me. They help me out with parts. I can usually get parts from them 24/7. I don't even have to call, just kind of show up. But like I said, that's the plan for today. We're gonna try and get this engine into this car. By the end of the day, I'm gonna post this to my YouTube and then try and get it to the second gen page. So if you have any questions or you need help, you know, following along or getting the shit done fairly quickly, and you got questions, just, you know, ask those questions on the second gen page. But like I said, this is the motor. It's a displacement on demand, so it's got these little holes. If it were a variable cam timing engine, it would have this valve cover on the front of it, and it's not that much of a difference as far as tearing it down to get ready to swap in. It's just something you'd have to notice, you know. So if it's got this, it's the variable valve timing. If it's got that bumpy section here, it's a displacement on the demand. Some engines have both. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal to delete it. Me, I've got a shit ton of spare parts, so I'm not too worried about parts. Like I said, I'll try and walk through, get this done with you. But normally you can do the swap if you've got access to the parts in a day, and for less than, I'm gonna call it, the motor plus 400 bucks. I'm probably gonna get it done for like motor plus maybe 150. All right, that's probably gonna conclude this short little video. I've got to get the this guy here on the there and do some cleaning, and I'll get back with you. Alrighty.